stand by the halyard. Behind on the staysail halyard. 06. Hey! 06. Hey! 06. Hey! Make up with the staysail halyard. Come up! Up to the staysail down tack.
This is a life, I must say. Up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, sorry, 8 bells. First the watch and now this.
Well, it's good for you. Tell you what, it'll give a good appetite for lunch.
I wish I knew what Ryan and Burke were doing on board.
Yeah, me too. Well, there's one thing that's certain, they've got an accomplice on board.
Good work, lads. Keep the ship clean.
Yes, sir.
Enjoying your trip?
Yes, we are, sir.
Good.
Hey, it's a great idea, this sail training scheme.
Well, yes, it's a great chance for lads of all different backgrounds to be able to live and work together at sea.
Oh, I know. There's 2 boys from my old school.
Yeah, a fish porter from Hull.
And 3 Scotsmen from Aberdeen.
And 32 other lads besides us.
Well, talking of change, I don't like my crew to have one task for too long, so you can stop scrubbing now.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
And get aloft. The wind's freshening and we need hands to shorten sail.
What the devil's going on? Not a word from the boys.
I expect they're busy. It's hard work crewing a ship under sail.
Oh, you speaking from experience, Joe?
Yes, I am, as it happens. I went with Cousteau last year to the Caribbean, marine ecology.
Now, what can Nero want with a Malcolm Miller? It just doesn't make sense.
Well, sailing ships can be useful for marine studies. For one thing, they make less noise than a pirate ship.
Yes, it could be that. If only I could make it all add up. I mean, why did he steal that gold in the first place?
I think I can help you there. To pay for the new base he's building, wherever that is.
Yes, of course. And to build a full-scale Medusa.
Yes.
Could be. But I can't see him paying his men off with pieces of gold, though.
Why not? It's as good as cash in the bank.
Bank? That must be it. Now, the gold was taken to the continent. We know that much.
The continent?
Yes, as hardware.
Ah.
Very clever, wasn't it? The trouble is that we lost trace of it on the other side. But if it has been banked somewhere...
As collateral?
Right. Nero can cash a check against it any time he wants. Yes, this must be the angle. He must have some sort of an agent. Somebody who deals with the financial arrangements. If only we knew who that was.
Ryan or Burke?
No. They're too well known by the police for that. I think I'll put in a call to my people in London. See if any large-scale transactions have been going on in connection with bank deposits in gold.
You won't put it under his own name, surely?
Oh, no. But then 6 million in gold is not deposited with the banks every day of the week, is it? Hello, Fraser. Buchan here. Put me through to our financial department, will you? No, I'm not short of money. I just want to make a few inquiries, that's all. Oh, really? Some people are so nosy.
There's no sign of life. And that's the lighthouse up there.
Oh, up there? Well, how do we get to it?
This way?
Oh.
Come on. Professor Nero.
You'd better let Colonel Buchan know.
Yeah, will do. Calling base, come in base, over.
Right, thank you, Squires. Goodbye. Base answering. What is it, Bar? Over.
We found Professor Nero's hideout. He's on Botanic Island.
Yes, I know it. Trust the professor to use a place like that. Tell me, has he got the scientists there? Over.
We don't know, sir.
Well, see if you can find out, will you? I'll come back to you later. Out. They found Nero.
Good, where is he?
Botanic Lighthouse. Now we've got a chance.
Ready? 2-6. Hey! 2-6. Hey!
Stand by to slacken off the main halyard. Let them come down easily and keep your feet clear. Pulling on the jib sheet. That's it. Steady! Bring her near to the wind, helmsman.
Calling Nero. Calling Nero. Come in, Nero. Over.
Good. Our contact tells me that the Malcolm Miller is headed in a southwesterly direction. She will be off Botanic in a few hours.
And we shall be there to greet her.
What is this plan of yours? Why have you taken over this lighthouse?
Yes, and why have you got 60 of the world's greatest scientists here?
Why do you want that ship?
You'll see. I took over this lighthouse because it makes the perfect base. Because underneath, there are mine workings where I can keep Medusa hidden until she's ready for us. Because here, the world's finest mines can be kept in safety until I'm ready to strike.
With Medusa?
Yes.
What is Medusa?
Something more terrible than you can even imagine. Let us leave it at that.
Why do you want that ship?
I've told you enough, I think. It'll be worth your while to help me. I promise you that.
Mike! Let's get this harness on, lads. Okay. Okay, you should give me a hand, will you?
What's happened here?
He slipped, sir. Seems to have got a bang on the head.
I'll take him off. Get the first aid box. I'll come and see him in a moment.
Right, sir. Okay, lads. Right, just put them down here. Gently. So.
What happened?
Okay, Mike, you just fell onto the deck.
Yeah, I suppose there's one way of coming down.
Okay, lads, go to lunch. I'll see you, Mike. Let's have a look. Oh, that's nasty. Hang on, I'll go and get the first aid box. How do you feel?
A bit groggy.
Well, it won't look so bad when it's cleaned up. Just a sec. Okay, that's it, Mike. Right, let's go and have some lunch.
I don't think I can face any, thanks.
Of course you can.
I've been through these figures, run these tests dozens of times, and I always come up with the same answer.
Which is?
These plankton are multiplying, out of control. If he has built a still large machine...
I'm sure he has. That's why he needed that 6 million in gold, to build Medusa on a gigantic scale. And that's why he chose that lighthouse.
Now, why the lighthouse?
Because it's built above an old tin mine. Now, beneath it, even as it stands today, there are shafts, galleries, large working areas. An ideal place for Medusa and the scientists.
Well, that's another thing that puzzles me. Why would the scientists have gone with him so willingly? After all, they're all respected men in their own fields.
Well, he must have found some way of persuading them. I'd like to know what that was.
Yes, me too.
Only one way to find out.
By going to Cornwall?
Yes. I'll let you know.
Potatoes have to be low. Nice work, Cookie. There's a lovely pot of tea you made.
Glad it worked.
Look alive there, everybody! He's no sheep there! Set course for beginning.
Went smooth as glass.
Easy.
Had a look around the lighthouse. Ah, the place is thick with guards.
Oh,
There must be another way in.
well, what makes you think that?
I've been thinking. Those tin mines. That must be where Nero set up Medusa.
And that cave we saw could be the way in.
I'm going down to take a look.
I'll come with
now,
you.
You stay here and keep watch.
Hey, I've had a look. The whole crew's locked below decks.
Well, at least we know where they're taking the ship.
But didn't it? That don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah, nor me. Colonel Buchan might know something about it, though. Hey, I'll get in contact with him, and you keep watch, right?
Right.
Calling base. Calling base. Come in, base. Over. Calling base. Calling base. Come in, base. Over. Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Well, I think this set's bust. Must have happened when I had that fall. must go to the dinghy.
I won't leave you.
You've got to get help.
Oh.
Hold it.
Calling bar, come in bar, over. Calling bar, come in bar, over.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I've got nothing to say.
There's no need to be afraid. I won't harm you. You must believe that. I would never harm anyone. I want to help people.
We've got that ship.
We got those 40... Hello. What's she doing here?
Do you know her?
Oh, should do. She's an agent of Buchan's. How'd you get here?
Guess.
Now, who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm a naturalist. I was studying seabirds.
And the man who was with you?
What?
A young man. I saw him with you.
Oh, yes, a photographer. Taking pictures for the papers.
Look, Professor, you're wasting time. She works for Buchan. She's a friend of those two boys who've been giving us so much trouble.
Is this true?
Yes.
I see. Well, in that case, whether you like it or not, I'm afraid I shall have to keep you here.
Oh, like your other guests, members of the Achilles Club.
You really are well informed. Take her away and see that she's well looked after.
Of course.
We'll take care of her. This way. Come on.
Don't be shy.
This way.
This is our own personally conducted tour.
No extra charge. After all, you're expendable.
And we've got 39 others, just like you coming.
What are you going to do with me?
You'll find out.
Come on.
do with me?
We're just gonna look after you, darling. I don't know if you're interested in the sea, but it's low water now.
Tide will be coming in soon. Then you won't ever think to worry about it.
Look, 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 look.
Hey, look. That must be Bedinik, the place that Burke mentioned.
A lighthouse?
Yeah.
Of course, it makes a great hiding place.
Yes, but what can we do? I mean, the boys and the officers are locked below, and the goons are keeping a pretty tight watch on them.
Well, if you hadn't fallen and smashed that RT set, we could contact Colonel Buchan and get help.
Yeah, well, there's no point in crying over spilt milk. No, all we can do is to get ashore.
Why?
Look, that lighthouse must be Professor Nero's base, right?
Right.
So we've got to find out what he's up to.
Well, that's easier said than done. We'll never get a boat overboard without being seen.
Yeah. Hey, I've just had an idea.
What, Dana?
Have you got a better idea?